Hey, y'all. We're back. Week 17. Hey, there you go. The greatest flag football coach in history, Lawrence Owen. What's going on, nephew? How you doing?
What's happening, Uncle Hill?
Hey, man. First of all, that hurt my throat when I did that Owens thing. But I want to thank Las Vegas. We got some numbers back. You know, we're averaging like 50,000 views at 6:30 in the morning out there. You know, I think
Las Vegas.
I like thinking all the people watch this. Delmarva, even better. Even better than Delmarva. 100,000. Yeah.
Go O's. Go
right.
O's.
So thanks a lot for y'all support. Fairfax County, I ain't got the numbers back from y'all because we just started 3 weeks ago.
Let's go, Fairfax County. Let's go, Fairfax County.
And everybody else on Clear Productions TV, radio networks, Clear Production Sports, and XO7 Television. Thanks for all y'all support. Hey, they got a lot of questions going on for you. People want me to start asking. It's playoff time.
Yes, sir.
We're going to go over these teams that we're going to think may or may not make the playoffs. Well, let's start in the AFC right now. We're going to start with the number one team in the AFC, the Denver Broncos. Making it, how far you think they'll go?
Denver, if Denver has the makings, their defense is Super Bowl caliber defense, Uncle Hill. The only thing that worries me about Denver is Bo Nix under the lights. You know what I'm saying? They went to the playoffs last year. You saw what happened as far as that. So him under the lights, that's what it's all about, man. If he able to just manage the game, you know what I'm saying? He don't have to be Breeze-like. But, you know, Sean Payton, man, offensive mastermind, man, knows how to put, you know, his quarterbacks in position. But also, I think he's doing an excellent job with Bo Nix, not putting him in a position that he has to always make plays. Because in the National Football League, your quarterback has to make plays for your team to win, but he's not putting him in a position that he has to always make plays for his team to win.
The New England Patriots.
You know, everybody knows this. I say this week in and week out. I love New England. I love Mike Vrabel. You already know that's the key to always winning. Joseph Jackson Gibbs. What did he say, Uncle Hill? You got to be able to run and stop the run. And one thing about New England, man, they control the line of scrimmage. They dominate. They punch you in the mouth. And that's a recipe, you know what I'm saying, to go far in any tournament in any year. But again, they have the same thing going on as Denver. You understand? But my thing about Vrabel, like I always say, can you open up your playbook, Mike? You done had some tough teams in Tennessee, man. You done had dynamic playmakers, A.J. Brown. Can you open your playbook enough for you to advance?
Let's talk about some of the teams, you know, may and may not make it. The Baltimore Ravens. They're the 9th seed right now.
Something going on with Baltimore, man. I think Lamar Jackson's not 100%. You know, as far as that, man. I love Baltimore. Baltimore was my preseason pick to make it to the Super Bowl, man. But one thing about just anything is health, and the best ability is availability. You know what I'm saying? Lamar he's just a little bit off. Like his timing as far as that is not the same, man. Look, don't count him out. Don't get it twisted, because when they was 1-5, everybody, 1-5 was at Uncle Hill, and everybody threw him out. You know what I'm saying? Now they end up taking over the the AFC North. So they lost to Pittsburgh, man, but still, very dangerous team because they can still run the ball, and their defense can still come and put a hat on you. But Lamar is just not MVP Lamar. I'm not trying to say it, Ravens fans. I'm not trying to knock because I love Lamar, but something is just a little bit off this year.
The last team we're going to talk about in the AFC, the Indianapolis Colts lost Daniel Jones. He had a flip-flop, basically. He is playing on a broken fibula on the right leg and tore his Achilles on the left leg. Cold season over? Because Phillip Rivers is coming to the rescue. Okay. Let's go to the NFC. The Los Angeles Rams, fakers or pretenders? A real deal?
Man, the Rams can win the whole deal, man. Look, man, and here's the dangerous part about the Rams. Everybody's young. Everybody's on their rookie contract. You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to what's his name? Sean McVay. Shout out to Snead. That whole they just know how to scout. They just know how to find talent, and they know how to develop, man. You know what I'm saying? The Rams can take that trophy home, Uncle here. I don't care what anybody say, man. They got the whole package: offense, defense. Matthew Stafford balling at 95 years old, man. You know what I'm saying? He done drank from the fountain of youth. So yeah, man. Rams are the favorite to me to win the Bowl.
Okay. A team you love now in first place because Tampa Bay lost Thursday night. The Carolina Panthers. Are they the real deal? Can they get in the playoffs?
Carolina can get in the playoffs, and Carolina's a team to represent that if you ain't come ready to play, if you ain't eat your breakfast or your push-ups, if you jiving in the meetings, Carolina gonna mess around and sneak up on you. They want them they want them teams, Uncle Hill. They're not, to me, they're not ready to advance as far as to the Super Bowl. But if they're making the playoffs, man, who wants to play them? Because you don't know what you're getting. Who wants to play them? That's the thing. Sometimes some people are just, when they say ignorance is bliss, some teams are just ignorant enough that they don't understand what they're doing. So they just go out there and play. I don't think anybody want to see Carolina if they're getting them playoffs, man. People are like, nah, we don't need them in it.
A team I think can win it all, and nobody's really talking about, playing up in the left-hand corner of the United States, the 12th man, the macchiato, and the salmon, the Seattle Seahawks.
They can win it all, Uncle Hill, but it's going to have to all be on their defense. Their defense is going to have to be 85 Bears, like 2,000 Ravens, like that we talked about. They already a great defense. Can that defense go to the next level as far as that? I do not. Seattle fans, listen to me. And I know y'all going to be mad at me when I say this, and that's fine. I'll take that. I do not trust Sam Darnold. I do not trust Sam Darnold. I do not trust Sam Darnold. Now, if you can be able to put the ball, you know what I'm saying, in Kenneth Walker's stomach and all the other running backs they got by rotation and shorten the game, you'll have a chance. But if you leaning on him to take you to the Super Bowl, it ain't happening.
They're the number 7 seed right now, the Chicago Bears.
Chicago Bears, another team like the Carolina Panthers, man. You go in there dilly-dallying. You go in there looking to the next week. Chicago gonna get you out of there, man. You understand? Because I'm telling you, man, that quirkiness of Caleb Williams, man, I'm trying to tell you, man, that's when it's at full throttle in defense. And if y'all think that Ben Johnson don't got any plays deeper in that play bag, you know what I'm saying? I got some oceanfront property in Montana that I'm going to sell you because he got something ready. He's ready to unleash a full carnival out there come playoff time. You talking about trick plays. Harry, step right up. Where's the ball? He going to have the 3-card Monty with the football, Uncle Hill. You know what I'm saying? But that's a team. That's a team. Super Bowl, I don't know because they're defensive. They know how to turn people over. I don't know about that. They still got trouble stopping the run, but they know how to get you off the field. They need to get you off the field, man. So that is a dangerous team.
Hey, the Red Zone let out another survey again. The top 5 hardest hitters in NFL history. Number 1, Lawrence Taylor. Number 2, Ronnie Lott. Number 3, Ray Lewis. Number 4, Dick Buckus. And number 5 is your favorite, Sean Taylor. You agree?
Yeah.
I don't, but where's Jack Tatum? Hey, let's go to commercial break. And when we come back, one of the greatest comedians in the DMV history is going to give you his picks on week 17. This is the Fair Catch, y'all. We'll be right back. Welcome back, y'all. You see him, the nephew. It's a low dome, the scoreboard hanging down. He might get a penalty if he hit the top of the roof. Lawrence! Oh! And Owens. All right, nephew, you say you got something to say about Jack Tatum?
Jack Tatum, a.k.a. the Assassin. Now, I'm going to be real with you, Uncle Hill, man. On most people listening, especially Raiders fans, he's going to be number 1. But you also got to understand the politics that goes into the game. I love Jack Tatum, man, because Jack Tatum, Deacon Jones, they played with bad intentions. You understand what I'm saying? They need to be on the list as top 5, man. But also you got to factor in, was their intentions even pure? Like, one thing about Ray Lewis, he played with that controlled violence. You know what I'm saying? Sean Taylor, they knew how to hit you. But you know what I'm saying? But every time Jack Tatum hit you, he was trying to end your life. You understand what I'm saying? So because of that, he's not going to get the love. But that was football back then. Yeah. That was football back then. He played like you had a bounty on your head. You understand what I'm saying? But that's what made them Oakland Raiders secondary so great, because you thought twice about going across the middle with that assassin right there.
All right. Thursday, Christmas Day. Merry Christmas to everybody. Netflix, 1 o'clock, Nation's Capital. The Washington Commanders host the Dallas Cowboys. What is going to happen in that game? The Cowboys could be the over for the Cowboys, or would they have a shot for the playoffs?
What's going to happen is, like I say every week, that with me, you got to bet with your head and your heart. My heart is going to always say Commanders, man. But now, I might be dumb, but I ain't stupid. Them Cowboys are going to win. Hate to say it. Matter of fact, if you can hit the edit button, edit all this out. You understand what I'm saying? Please. But the Cowboys should win, man. You know what I'm saying? We're a mess right now as far as that. We don't know what we want to do. Start the quarterback, don't start the quarterback. I say if he's ready to go and he's healthy to play him. You still got to get reps out there. You still got to learn. You still got to develop chemistry, man. Play him. Football is a violent sport. You're going to get hit. What, you want to put him out there in bubble wrap? That bubble wrap ain't going to save you. You know what's going to happen? You get put in bubble wrap over here, somebody's going to keep popping. You don't keep popping the bubble wrap. You don't even want what you ordered. Give me the bubble wrap. I want to order bubble wrap just to keep popping it. And it's going to keep popping it and popping it. You understand what I'm saying? So let them play. But Dallas should win.
You went to the stadium last week. Minnesota hosting Detroit Lions. First of all, is that one of the loudest stadiums in the NFL with that Vikings?
That's one of the loudest stadiums in the NFL. You understand what I'm saying? It's up there with Quest Field, and like I said, SoFi, but the Charger fans, laissez-faire as far as that. But I'm telling you right now, U.S. Bank Stadium is everything that it's cracked up to be. It is a beautiful stadium, and it gets very, very loud. You understand what I'm saying? I was betting the Minnesota dude beside me. It got so loud he didn't hear me. I saved myself some money because we lost. You understand? But he was like, did we? I said, nah, man, I ain't hear no bet. Did you hear it, bet? I'm telling you.
So, Lions Vikings, who you got on Netflix, Christmas Day, 4:30?
This is another one. This is another one. Head, heart. You understand what I'm saying, man? Look, man, my heart is going. Look. All right. Forget all that. The Lions. Let me start off by this. The Lions should win this game. Sure. I want the Lions to win this game. But let me tell you something, Detroit. This is a division game, and y'all cannot stop playing down to your opponent. You got to stop playing that you can just cut that switch on anytime, because that's a bad habit. You understand? Sometimes you're going to end up running out of time. I always allude back to that game on Thanksgiving with Green Bay. Y'all was moving like y'all had more time, and y'all have the ability. I understand I said the Rams earlier, but the Lions have the ability to also take their Super Bowl trophy home. I believe that they got the best constructed roster in the National Football League from top to bottom. Detroit Lions, but you have to play like it. You have to play like it.
Well, Christmas night, the NBA going to be in trouble if this is a playoff last chance. The Kansas City Chiefs host the Denver Broncos on Prime Video.
Oh, man. You know what I'm saying? That old AFC West rivalry that started off in the AFL. Uncle Hill, Lynn Dawson, Floyd Little, Craig Morton.
Buck Buchanan, right here.
Buck Buchanan. I was going to say Buck Buchanan. Let me tell you something, man. Them Chiefs teams was crazy back there. You understand what I'm saying? Crazy. Ernie Ladd, Burke Bell, all of them. You understand what I'm saying? But look, let me tell you something, man. It's Mahomes is here to tell you he ain't done yet. Right. Denver win this game, I think you can finally, because the Chiefs are finally not going to win the AFC West. I think it's 9 straight years, man. Right. So they had a great dynastic run. But I really think it just comes to an end. I don't think it's over.
I think this will be I'm not going to do good this year, but next year they're going to retool. Saturday. The Houston Texans and the LA Chargers and SoFi Carport, your favorite stadium, at 4:30 on NFL Network. Playoffs are on the line.
Houston, what we doing? Are we going to get Dr. Jekyll or Mr. Hyde Houston? That's what it's all about. Houston also has a Super Bowl caliber defense. Uncle Hill. Houston has
the best defense in the NFL statistically.
Man, D'Amico Ryans knows how to coach, man. But what Texas team we going to see? I love watching Houston play defense, man. You know, as far as that, especially when they shut down the Chiefs. That's why I said to me when I said earlier about the Chiefs, I think if people finally figured them out, we got their number. What Texas team we going to? If we get the Texas team that's a complete team, then they're going to win this ball game.
Well, that night, Saturday night, from the frozen tundra in Lambeau Field, the Green Bay Packers will host the Baltimore Ravens and Lamar Jackson, and maybe their last chance. The Ravens and the Packers on Peacock from Lambeau Field.
I got Green Bay in this one, man. Michael Parsons playing with his hair on fire, man. He got that defense resurging as far as that, and he has the ability to dominate and take over games by himself, man. It's a rarity of people that's in the game today. I'm talking about Aaron Donald-esque. I'm not calling him Aaron Donald, but it's Aaron Donald-esque, the way he can take over games as far as that. Like I said, Lamar, just not Lamar, this year. That's a team that I believe will retool better and faster than the Chiefs will.
Okay. On Sunday at 1 o'clock on CBS, the Pittsburgh Steelers go into Cleveland to play your favorite quarterback, Shedeur Sanders and company.
Shedeur is my man, you hear me? And Shedeur is only getting better. He's only getting better. Let me tell you something, man. Nothing rattles this kid. He's ready for every moment. That's what people don't understand. Y'all think that he's under pressure dealing with the media and dealing with Cleveland fans. Because Cleveland has some loyal fans, man. I give it to Cleveland. They have some hardcore loyal fans. But if your father is arguably the best cornerback that ever lived, and arguably the top 10 defensive player that ever lived, and arguably the top 10 football player that ever lived, what pressure is harder? All y'all stuff you say about Shedeur, you really think that kid is inflammable? He had Prime as his dad.
Right.
That's pressure.
He's already been trained. He's already been trained.
Already been trained, man. I
like
love
you already
this
trained me.
kid,
like you already trained me. You trained me the same way.
I got Cleveland in the upset. That's my upset pick. I got Cleveland in the upset over the Steelers.
Before we go to commercial break, I do got a question. Cleveland's going to have a problem at the end of the season. They got 3 quarterbacks. Gabriel, Shedeur, Deshaun Watson started practicing again. What you going to do?
How is that a problem? Here's my thing.
Somebody got to go.
Do they? Or somebody's got to be third string. Here's my thing. I'm talking to the pundits. Everybody have a problem with Shedeur Sanders that's going to watch this show. If he's that bad, why haven't Cleveland cut him, Uncle Will? If he's that bad,
with Deshaun?
Well, no. Even if you take Deshaun, he gets the money. The money's going to be on the books. You understand? As far as that, you keep Deshaun around, keep him at third string. What are you going to do? He's getting his bread regardless. You keep him around and hope that he's continuing to mentor Shedeur like he's doing as far as that. But Deshaun Watson sees the field again? No. That just to be a bad mistake, especially how Shedeur has revitalized this city. Shedeur has got everybody, watching, just like how Prime went to Colorado and it became the #1 jersey selling apparel, selling team. Man, Shedeur has just put a joke in that Cleveland fan base ever since LeBron was the #1 pick, being from Akron going to Cleveland. You understand what I'm saying? That young man has got Cleveland in everybody's mouth. You understand? Hold on. That might have came out wrong. But you understand what I'm trying to say.
Hey, man, let's go to commercial break. And we'll be right back. We make sure you clean his mouth out with some soap. This has been the Fair Catch with the greatest flag football coach of all time, Lawrence. On. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Fair Catch, everybody. Let's get right to it again. Fox, 1 o'clock. The new Fighting Mike Brables, the New England Patriots, go into Jets, Jets, and play the New York Jets.
Come on, Will. What's next?
This is going to be our next one next, too. The #1 pick bowl. The New Orleans Saints going to Tennessee to play the Titans.
That ain't no next. That's going to be competitive, man. You got two teams trying to find their way, man. I think Tennessee going to win this game. I really do.
Okay. A good game here. Phillip Rivers takes host, and the Indianapolis Colts host The Jacksonville Jaguars on Fox at 1 o'clock. No? For the Rivers, man. He's doing it for the old people. He's doing it for AARP.
Man.
He got AARP on his side, man.
Man. And I got Jacksonville on my side. How about that?
All right. Also on Fox at 1 o'clock, the Battle of the Florida down in the Gulf Coast area. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers going to South Florida to play the Miami Dolphins.
Man, another
somebody's out of the playoffs this game.
Man, because it's another Jekyll and Hyde thing. Which Tampa Bay team we gonna see? Tampa Bay has constructed a good. Todd Bowles and them has constructed a nice roster down there, man. Why they can't get out their own way, I don't know.
They can't stay healthy.
Yeah, health is important, right?
The Seattle Seahawks come on all the way from the left coast to Carolina and Charlotte. And thanks Ric Flair for the opportunity to play the Carolina Panthers on CBS at 1 o'clock. The Panthers and the Seahawks.
This all about when they travel out there. Now, if they travel out a day before the game, hopefully they got their legs. But if they're already out there to be able to get acclimated, you know what I'm saying, to the time difference, Seattle should win. But if they travel too late in that season, that's another upset pick, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, man. Carolina is just, they just play, Uncle Hill. I love watching them play, man. So I got Carolina in the upset. But if Seattle already out there practicing, man, then they should win.
The Arizona Cardinals travel to Cincinnati to get that 5-way chili and play the Bengals with Joe Burrow on Fox at 1 o'clock.
Burrow is going to burrow.
Okay.
I got burrowing.
Also, another two teams battling for the number 1 pick. The New York Giants travel to Las Vegas to play the Raiders on CBS at 4:05.
Oh, this the Glad Bowl. You know what I'm saying? The hefty bowl. Trash, Uncle Hill. But yeah, I give it to the Giants. Ever since they got their interim coach, man, the Giants been playing hard. I got the Giants winning this game, man. Hopefully they can be able to hold on the leads. Because how many leads the Giants have lost? You know what I'm saying? They be up by. They blow
more leads than anybody this year.
They be up by 20 with 30 seconds left and
still lose. I know. You can't never turn away from them. Never. The Philadelphia Eagles travel up the Pennsylvania Turnpike and play the Buffalo Bills at 4:25 on Fox. Maybe a preview of the Super Bowl.
No. Look, man, Philadelphia, not this year. Not this year. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on in Philly. I know it works for them, whatever they do, but you know what I'm saying? No. Not going up there with that Bills Mafia. You understand what I'm saying? They got to figure out what they want to do. They're trying to say everybody's the problem in Philadelphia. They got to identify what that ugliness is, Uncle Hill, and get it under control. Because if not, they ain't going to do nothing. You understand? They just not. 1 week is Jalen Hurts' fault. The next week is A.J. Brown's fault. The third week, they ain't put enough onions and cheesesteaks. I don't know, man. You know, and I know how they operate works for them, but not this go around, man. I got Buffalo.
Every time I saw this game before we got on the air, I think about Walter Payton running down the field playing the San Francisco 49ers, losing 23-0. And the following year, they just destroyed everybody because that was the 85 Bears. The Chicago Bears going to San Francisco to play that place that we're going to be at in February called the Super Bowl. The 49ers host the Bears on NBC, Sunday Night Football. That's going to be a good one.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I like Shanahan as a coach, man. He knows what he's doing. Any coach that just knows what he's doing, man, I'm a fan of it. Because I look at X's and O's, man, how they execute, how they operate. I'm just a fan, man. I just remember when he took the 49ers down to SoFi, they ain't have nobody. I'm talking about they had the Santa Clara High School football players on that team, and they beat the Rams. And that let me know right then and there that Shanahan, he knows how to coach. You know what I'm saying? As far as that, I got them beating the Bears, man. You know what I'm saying? But again, quirky Bears, you don't know what you're getting, man. But I got them beating the Bears, man. But this is gonna be a great X and O's chess match that I'm looking forward to seeing.
The Los Angeles Rams come all the way east. And I mean all the way down southeast to play the Atlanta Falcons and Kirk Cousins on ESPN Monday Night Football.
It don't make a difference, man. However, it don't make a difference where the Rams go. You know what I'm saying? The Rams can play in Antarctica right now, and we know they're not a cold weather team. They on fire. I got them beating, you know what I'm saying, the Falcons. Shout out to them 2 edge rushers, man. I told you, I love them edge rushers down there in Atlanta, man. Pearson, and what's the other one? Walker. Is that his name? Pearson Walker. Shout out to them 2 young rookies. You know what I'm saying? Leading the rookies in sacks. They got some special as far as them 2. Kyle Pitts been coming on a little bit lately, but we still talking about Kirk Cousins.
Okay. So that's the end of the schedule that week. Let's get a couple more playoff teams we can talk about. The AFC we're gonna continue with. The Pittsburgh Steelers. Are they gonna make it?
To the playoffs?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then that's it.
So.
And then that's it.
Okay.
Another one and done.
The Chargers. The LA Chargers.
The LA Chargers, one of them teams you look up, you like, they what? 8-4, 9-4? Where they get these wins from? You understand what I'm saying? But that's because their losses be considered horrible losses, man. But Jim Harbaugh is another person, man, who played in the NFL for a long time. He understands, he has an old school mentality, man. You know what I'm saying? You shorten the game, you know what I'm saying, and you manage the situations to your advantage, and you exploit mismatches, man. But that's also another physical team. But the thing with them is injuries, man. If they can withstand injuries,
I think they're vegans.
So they got to start drinking pickle juice. Remember they say you're supposed to drink pickle juice.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Chargers, if they get in, Chargers one and done. I don't believe in Herbert anymore. I'm off the potential bandwagon with him. I'm just, it's what it is. What you see is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? A younger Kirk Cousins, man. That's how I view Chargers fan. Get mad at me. Yeah, the Commanders trash. I don't care about any of that. I'm telling you, man, he's a Kirk Cousins 2.0. I stand on that. Show me something different.
Tell everybody where you're going to be at that week.
Where I'm going to be at?
Christmas week.
Christmas week? Oh, I'm going to be with Uncle Hill. Did Uncle Hill tell y'all? Uncle Hill's moving. We're moving on now. Uncle Hill moving on up to the east side. You understand what I'm saying? So, no, I'm going to be with Uncle Hill, man, for the holidays, man. Happy holidays to everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? I hope you get a chance to spend time with your loved ones. I hope you get a chance, if there's anything wrong, reconcile with your loved ones, man. If anybody in need, I hope you have the heart, the energy, and the spirit to reach out to them. You know what I'm saying? As far as that, and just, hey, man, continue to live, love, laugh, and learn, boys and girls. You know that's my motto.
Hey, with that said, that's the LO, greatest flag football coach in history. I'm the uncle. I'm just here. Lawrence on. We'll see you next week, boys and girls. Live, love, and laugh.
And learn.